Dr. Larkin here. I'm going to talk to you about a question I get when new graduates in a practice situation to say, what are the first things that I should do? Let's be real honest. It's very, very difficult for you to compete because you have no experience, you haven't developed a niche, there's just a lot of pieces missing. So when that happens, basically what you're reduced to is competing with convenience and price. Convenience has two components, location and hours. Okay, and I'm just going to address the hours component. Price, this is an area where you have to be extremely careful to work in a reduced fee, any kind of a reduced fee situation when you're a new graduate, because you have a lot of economic things going on with student loans and you just don't have enough experience to make that decision. Okay, so the first thing that I ask somebody if they're becoming an associate, I say, do you have extended hours? And normally somebody will say, well, we work one evening a week or something, and maybe a Saturday morning. And I'm like, no, that's not extended hours. I mean, I'll give you an example. Last weekend I went to, I was going by Verizon, and there's Dr. Beiser's Value Vision and Aspen Dental next door. So I go in, it's probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, and I go into Value Vision. The place is absolutely jam-packed. I mean, I've been in there before. I had never been in there when it was as busy as it was on Sunday afternoon. And Aspen Dental is sitting right next door, closed. And I'm like, wow, there is room for expansion here. Why in the world would you compete on price when you have not fully tapped out capacity on convenience, on hours? Okay, so until you're working all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and have completely tapped that out, I just would not get involved in a reduced fee type situation, whether it's some PPO or whatever. This is the world we live in. Okay, people have responsibilities with their jobs and they can't take off like they used to in the old days. You used to take an afternoon off. Okay, I don't see a dentist really chasing this in a huge way. Now, it will happen, okay, if the optometrists know it and Verizon knows it and everybody knows it, but we're not there yet, okay? So that's the low-hanging fruit from the standpoint of I don't have anything to compete with. You do have something to compete with. When you get into a practice situation, you need to expand those hours wide open. Okay, the stupidest thing is for two dentists to work side by side 8 to 5. Okay, that's ridiculous. You should be 8 to 8, as many days as you possibly can. And then people who come in on Sunday are not shopping price. They're shopping the convenience of the hours, and they're going to pay full fee. Okay, so until you exhaust that, let's not talk about getting into a reduced fee situation.